Despite agreeing, disagreeing, same beliefs, different beliefs, not having all the same morals or whatever it may be, even if we have the same morals, on this page here, you can disagree with someone's rhetoric, with someone's morals, with someone's standards, and at the same time still understand that what happened today is wrong. Hi YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Gene Band's page. We got another video for you guys. This one is not going to be, depending on how you feel, this one's not going to be too happy. We got a special guest with us, Big S. What's up, Big S? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, Gene? Thanks
Welcome
for
to the
having me,
page.
man.
Of course, of course. And listen, guys, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, hype me up. Now we weren't we weren't going to talk about this, and I'm only like chuckling out of nervousness because the topic we're going to talk about, you already seen the title, is Charlie Kirk, his life. And unfortunately, he passed away today. He was unalived by someone while he was speaking at a college in Utah. And before we go any further, the one thing we want to make clear as far as just us as people on our page is that despite agreeing, disagreeing, same beliefs, different beliefs, not having all the same morals or whatever it may be, even if we have the same morals, on this page here, you can disagree with someone's rhetoric, with someone's morals, with someone's standards, and at the same time still understand that what happened today is wrong. So I just want to start out by saying that, and may God give his family peace because they deserve that. Charlie Kirk was 31 years old. He leaves behind a wife and two kids, and I think it's important to start with the human side of it before we get into some of the possible things that people did not like that would cause, I guess, this sort of action. And look, I'm saying cause this sort of action, but there's nothing warranted from words that should allow someone to do what happened today to Charlie Kirk. What do you say, Big S?
I agree 100%. There is you can disagree with a person all day long, but you can never take their life. That is not yours to take. There is no justification. So whoever this person was, they're wrong, and they are in Utah. And Utah has the death penalty, and I hope they get it. I mean, that's. I mean, I mean,
So some
I
people
just
will
said
say,
that
yeah, some
you
people will say that they will argue that.
never take life, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but now, I mean, I see an eye for an eye here.
Yeah, and again, we are. Look, I want to be very, I want to be very clear because this is a beyond sensitive topic, and I just, so I feel and felt really compelled to cover it because I want to say I think just how different he is from someone like you or I, right? I mean, let's start with the obvious. He's white, we're black. Okay. Um, his conservative views sometimes really do not align with most. And yeah, that's what angers a lot of people. Very strong Christian beliefs by the book with a lot of things. And that within itself is there's a whole story we could talk about that walk as a Christian. And there's things that we could talk about that some may say is yeah correct, and some may say is wrong. Right, Big S?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. Um, as far as his values go, I mean, I think he was definitely far right. I mean, I don't think
Hmm.
he was in the middle. However, what I liked about him is that he didn't just make a video and say, "This is what I believe." No,
He
he went
lived
out
it.
there and said, "Let's have a
Yeah.
debate about it.
Yeah.
This is what I believe. Let's hear what you believe." And that shouldn't be censored. I
Yeah.
mean,
And I think what we found in most of those videos is that a lot of people that debated him don't know what they believe.
yeah,
If I'm being quite honest, and I say that to not even say that I agree with what he believed. He just was able to um, elaborate on his point and his beliefs more than the average person, and that's what he lived and breathed. And unfortunately, his last moments were in the middle of doing that. Um, and there's a couple of things we'll share on the screen. For those of you that don't know some of his rhetoric, his values, and his beliefs. And I posted on Facebook today, right? Facebook, the place to have a debate, right? And it's funny. I see not funny, but I see a lot of people posting him. And my post said this, right? I posted two posts about this because I was very bothered. And after I read my post, I'll tell you why I was bothered. I said, hey, shooting someone because you disagree has always been crazy to me. Charlie Kirk may have been a lot of things in some people's eyes or said a lot of things that people hated, but to unalive him, dot, 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 dot. SMH, RIP, man, nasty world. And what preceded with that was a dialogue that consists of 51 comments. Why do you think a post like that will have 51 comments and none of them, none of them would say, God bless his family, or man, I feel for his family, or that unaliving someone is wrong. Why do you think we could have a post like that? And what do you think about the post? But why do you think we could have a post like that and no one would say anything humane? I think that's the best way I could put it.
well, honestly, I think that social media has taken the humanity out of things. So
Mm,
everybody now can just write what they want without repercussions
yeah.
on the internet. They don't got to face you face to face. They can write it and then run, hide. They make these fake profiles, some real profiles, and you can just say whatever you want. And I think that a lot of people feel free to hurt others and say things that's hurtful that they would never say in real life. So when you have a post and you disagree with somebody, now you want to call them names, but you have to think that he has a family. I mean, he has kids, he has a
Yep.
wife, that
Yep.
he was a person. So whether
Yes.
you disagreed or not, I mean, like have some respect, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And so why and you just said you answered the other thing I said I was gonna say why I was disturbed is because where is the humanity first? And I understand that, guys, listen, hey, I'm black. I understand that feelings can be hurt. Hello, right? We have been in situations, right? Do I need to remind you of some of the situations we have been in as a people, right? And it's just baffling to me that people can't condemn unaliving someone without attaching their hate for how someone felt. Like I didn't feel like, and the thing is, I put about not agreeing with him or not liking his views because I know how people are. So even with that, I still have to be sensitive to how people may feel and how they may view me. It's crazy that me just trying to say what happened today is wrong could turn into me being labeled, like for lack of better words, like even look, if when because I look guys, I'm gonna be honest, we're recording this. I don't know if we're gonna even put this out, but if you're seeing it, you know, but even with this, there will be people that will probably comment and call us names because we're two black
Mhm.
people. And guys,
Uncle
you can
Tom,
dis
this and that.
it's crazy. You can disagree with someone and still say that what happened today is wrong. And I don't understand why people have a hard time with that. Like, hey, I most definitely don't agree with what our office is doing. The main guy in office, right? I don't want to say it because I don't agree with that gentleman, right? But God forbid, that's the last thing I want to happen. That is absolutely the last thing I want to happen. And on the other end, what I was trying to explain to those people thinking that way, I'm like, guys, if you're saying that he's spewing, if he's being if he was being divisive, if he was spewing hate, a rhetoric that you didn't like, I'm like, you taking this approach is spewing the same sort of rhetoric that you said he is, and I never understand that.
100% agree. I mean, how can you get mad at everything that he's doing when now that the shoe is on the other foot, y'all, it's okay because he was saying this or
Hmm.
he was saying that. Like, that's words. That's words. That's not a person's life. You can
Right,
come back from anything that Charlie Kirk said, whether you agree or disagree.
right.
You take his life, it's over. You lose. You make him a martyr. Now, extremists on the right, they got a reason, right? They got a reason. Even though I know, like, I don't know, but I believe in my soul
Hmm.
that this shooter is not a minority.
Well, they
I don't
supposedly
know yet.
they supposedly have someone in custody.
Yeah, yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
So they had
And
an
I got
older
a video
guy.
of him, but
They let him go, but
yeah.
now they are saying that they have a guy that's in dark clothes and that they believe that it's him. So they have a guy, and it's male. So we'll
You
see.
saw the
But
video of the older guy. That's what you saw.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and they saying it's him, right?
that's not him.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
that's not.
guys, I just like this was calculated, man. This is not what you see on TV or in the movies where someone's just in the crowd and they pull out a pistol. This shot allegedly came from about 200 yards away.
A pro,
Yeah. So,
a pro. And
like, there's so
did
many.
you
Yeah.
did you hear the question that he was answering? It
Yes, I
was
did.
about
Yes.
mass shootings. Like, I mean, it was almost on cue.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
oh
he
my.
asked, "Are we counting mass shootings and gang shootings?" And right after he said that, and it's like, yeah, bro, it's like the timing, which makes me think that, um, probably was more people involved than just that one shooter, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Because,
So
yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of conspiracy theories. I
of
mean,
course,
so
of course,
they're saying that it was a guy right behind them that raised his arm and he got shot. But anybody, I mean, you just
yeah, that could be
raise your arm at
coincidence.
the wrong time. Yeah, yeah. And then so that it was another guy that he gave a signal, or it was the guy that asked the question. I was like, okay, guys, let's wait and see. All right, let's just wait and see because it could be anyone
Right.
at this point.
That absolutely, absolutely anyone, and it's just, guys, like, and here's what I want to remind everyone that's on the side of, well, you reap what you sow. He spewed at hate. I won't lose any sleep. I'm not sad about it. Like, no one has to say you lose. Like, you don't need to lose sleep or be sad about it to say that something's wrong that happened in the world. I don't understand. Like I don't understand that how like just the simple logic that people they fail to use because their emotions are tied into it. And like you said, social media. I even commented that on the post. I said, excuse me. I said social media has really made a lot of y'all insensitive to tragedies. Like no matter how you feel, this was a tragedy. Like this happened in front of thousands of people that probably never saw anything ever like this before in
Yeah,
their life. He has he has a wife and two kids. Like, what are we talking about here? And I could disagree with stuff he was saying. I could say all of that and disagree with what he said and how he said it. But what I am not moving off of, I'm not moving off of my post of just trying to be humane. And listen, for everyone, right? For the Christians out there, right? No, Charlie Kirk said he was a Christian. Not understand that upset some people, right? For my Christians out there, me included, to be a Christian is to be Christ like. Christ showed love. When we talk and discuss things like this, that is not Christ like to say you're not going to lose sleep. It is not Christ like to then turn around and try to compare it to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and say that their families went through it. What's Christ like is to just love. And you don't have to love that person, but just love that God gave a life and that unfortunately that life was taken by someone, like you said earlier, didn't have the right to take it. And God and Jesus sat amongst the sinners, amongst the prostitutes. Like Jesus never sat. Well, he did, but there was no one perfect in the Bible except for Jesus, and even Jesus would say that he had his faults, right? His blemishes. And for my Christians again, right? If we believe in God, we believe in Jesus, the Son of God. If he was able to forgive and to sit with people of that caliber and to give us the principle of forgiving someone 7 times 7, right? When they slap you, right? That's in the verse, right? How many times should you forgive your brother? 7 times 7. And if you're a Christian and someone else like Charlie Kirk said he was a Christian, that is your brother in Christ. Doesn't mean you have to agree or disagree, but the love of Christ should compel you to have some compassion for the breath of life that God breathed in that body that he gave to Charlie Kirk before he was taken away.
amen. I agree. And I mean, so I'm going to go just one step further. I mean, I think that there will be um,
Retaliation.
copycats. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Retaliation. I mean, so once one person they see it. I mean, so I don't know if it's going to be on the right or on the left, but I think that more will happen now. I mean that's just how it goes. So I hope that everyone out there is just safe. I see that
Understands that. Yeah.
that Ben Shapiro, he was supposed to have an event. He
Yeah, he
canceled.
canceled it. And
Yeah,
and
yeah, he
and in my
canceled it,
opinion, I think Ben
which is
Shapiro is
good.
I think Ben Shapiro has worse rhetoric than Charlie Kirk. Or it could be a
I
coin
don't
flip.
know. I don't know. I mean, so they both have said things, but I mean, they have said lots that I agree with, and then they said lots that
Hey, be
I don't
careful.
agree with.
Be
So
careful because you're gonna get yourself in trouble. They're gonna call you Uncle Ruckus or Uncle Tom, a
I don't
house.
care.
And you
Listen,
can't hey, in this world,
I make
right?
my
Like
money.
people
I'm
we
okay.
literally living in the matrix, bro. If you just don't think like everyone else thinks when something happens, you're like this, you're that.
I
It's
never did, so I mean, that's all right.
yeah, clearly
So I
that's
mean,
why you're in the position you're in.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna be okay always. So I mean, they can say what they want to say about me, but I
Hmm.
mean, I didn't say what I agreed with. I didn't say what I disagreed with.
Right.
No, you know that it was
That doesn't
things the way
even that doesn't
they
even
were.
matter in this situation for sure. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like the that to me, it doesn't matter the specifics of what is what isn't, right? The thing is, what kind of world would we have if we didn't have differences, right? If and guess what? He is or was allowed to do what he did, which was stand on his morals and beliefs. And hey, a lot of people didn't like the way he went about that. Guess what? That's okay. That's your prerogative to not like what he stands for, his beliefs, and how he went about it. And the thing, like again, to go back, I want to remind people again is that you may not have cared for him, and that's okay. Just think though about someone that's in whatever, a public figure, whatever, that you may have deep respect for. There is someone out there that does not like that person,
Oh, true.
that disagrees with that person. Are
There.
we saying
Oh
it
no.
is now? Are we saying it is now okay for what happened to Charlie Kirk today to happen to people that other people disagree with? Because that's the road we're going down, and you don't realize it because you're speaking from a place of
Hate.
emotion
Hmm.
and having your feel. Like, look, I know he has said some stuff that I'm like, come on, man, that's crazy. But never once ever did I say, as somebody said today in my comments, somebody said in my comments, there's some people, they said, I'm just going to leave it like this. There's some people that the world is better off without. Like, what
I
do you,
mean, maybe Hitler, but so Kirk is no Hitler,
yeah.
I mean, so
And
that's
here's the thing, right? Because you said in the beginning that whoever did this should get the death penalty, right?
yeah.
Even in times when death is necessary, right? Not by natural cause, but by force, that still within itself is rough. That is still taking a
Hmm.
life. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole basis I'm trying to say. That is still taking a life.
It
And
is.
guess what? It may be
Eye for an eye.
90% of people that agree that this should happen. But there is a 10% out there that may know something we don't know, right? Or just believe different. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but what I am saying is that you have to understand uh for for every opinion or thought that's out there, there's a different thought or opinion,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like
So
let's just go back to Obama. When Obama was, we were happy about Obama, right? We were happy. Let's be honest, we were
yeah,
happy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
Black
Obama.
president. Remember, we was down in school. Black president.
Yeah.
We get to see that, right?
Met
Yeah, I seen him speak in person. Absolutely.
him.
Yep. There are for as many people that may have loved him and had that deep respect. How many people you think out there, if they had the chance, would do whatever they wanted to do to get rid of him?
Oh, he got so many
Yeah.
death threats. And you can look this up. You go to any library. So there's a book that's about the Secret Service,
Hmm.
and they tell you like how they had to amp up his
Yeah.
security during the election because he was just receiving threats after
Yeah.
threats after threats. And so, I mean,
But
he had a
guess
lot of
what?
hate.
Some people, but guess what? Some people would believe that they have the right to do that because they disagree with what he
Yeah.
believed in.
And those
You
people
see how
are
funny that
crazy.
is? Because they disagree with what he believed in. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a man was unalive today because somebody disagrees so much with him. Not because he was out there slapping, punching people and doing violence, right? But because of his words. And look, and some of his words were harsh. Some of his words were harsh. And for some people they said, that they what they say, violence begets violence, right? Yeah, depends on how you see it, I guess, with that situation. I got I have this video I want to share real quick. Somebody sent this to me, and then we'll discuss it. I didn't watch it at all. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's up. Let me add it real quick. Hold on. Hold on real quick.
I think it's worth to have.
Sorry, let me wrong.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. I think it's worth it.
Did you get that?
I think it's worth to
Yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah.
cost.
So what do you think about hold on, let me get Charlie. Sorry, let me get that so what do you think about just that clip within itself
So
there?
what he said there, I mean,
And
I
also
don't
let's
agree there. I mean,
mm-hmm.
so I don't think that there should be gun deaths. However, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not naive, and I know that there will be.
Yep.
Um, but I don't think that is a necessity for us to keep the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
And it's sad that um, a lot of people will actually use that clip
That
against him because
that's
it's going
and
to
that's
say,
exactly yeah.
you live by the sword, you die
Die
by
by the
the
sword.
sword. So since he
Yeah.
said that, they're going to try to justify it and say he got what he deserved. I don't agree
Yeah.
with that
Right.
because, again, that is a life and those are words. So, yes, he said that, but it was words. You can come back from words, you can change
Yeah.
the channel, you don't have to listen to him. But
Yeah.
he can no longer live, he's dead.
Can
And
no longer hug his kids, hug his wife.
yeah,
Like,
and
yeah.
his kids will have to grow up. They will one day watch that gruesome video where you saw him like
Lose his life.
get shot. You saw the blood. You saw him flinch. I mean, it was really gruesome, and it was in front of so many people. So I mean,
So
this was a terrorist attack almost. I mean, I know this
yeah.
is this is
Domestic terrorism.
political, and there's no way to say it's not. I mean, so this is wrong. This is wrong in every way.
Yeah. And man, you know, right, when you do something like that, right? Because hey, he is, no matter how you feel, he is a martyr. He is now
Yeah,
a
yeah,
martyr.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
When you do
100%.
some, do you all understand what just happened? Like, if y'all didn't like Charlie Kirk, who do y'all think is coming after him?
Somebody way
How
worse.
many? How many of those different versions of a Charlie Kirk or Ben Shapiro will now rise up? If you didn't like guns before, how many of those same caliber of people that you say you dislike do you think will now do everything in their power to have the right to bear arms and to practice that fully without discrimination? What about when his kids are old enough now to make adult decisions and make adult decisions? What type of policies and agenda and rhetoric do you think they now will push forward? Like,
Mm,
like uh, this has so many implications that I just think everyone, well, most people don't know what's about to come down the pipeline. There, I'm telling you, and I hate to say it like that. Like, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to be negative, but things tend to go in a cycle or repeat
mhm.
and just affect different communities.
I agree. I agree. This is like, I know that I saw there were people that was bringing up Malcolm X and Martin Luther King,
You saw that on my post?
and I'm not going to put, yeah, I'm not going to put, Kirk up with them. But I will say that he could spark a revolution, like some kind of a small town America r- revolt.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
absolutely.
Um, it could happen. And also, I don't know if you saw in Congress, so they had a moment of silence. And then, so Bobart then asked, instead of a silent prayer, can we have a prayer out loud? And they erupted in there. So, I mean, because I'm not sure if that's against the rules, like no,
And where did they ask to do this out loud prayer?
in Congress. So right after he got shot,
And Congress erupted.
yeah. So I'm
Mm.
assuming that it was the left side, but I didn't get to see. But yeah, so they had a moment of silence for him,
Mm-hmm.
and that was fine. And then they were gonna do a silent prayer, but then so Bobart was like, instead of that, let's have one out loud. Can
Right.
somebody lead us in prayer? And then he heard the oh, and I think that would have been okay if it's not against the rules. If it's against the rules, then I understand, right?
Right.
Because there's a rule there that says no prayer in the chambers,
Right.
because I mean,
I think I might.
there's a lot of
Let me
people
see. I
there.
might. I might have that.
Please,
I might have that video. Let
a
me see.
clip. Yeah,
Yeah, I might have that clip. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Um.
go ahead. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit by it, but
Yeah.
I don't know the
Absolutely.
rules. I
So
don't
you
know the
what?
rules, so I'm gonna wait to pass. My judgment.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah. I don't. No judgment from me. With that, with people not wanting to do that, but let's see if we can show everyone what might have happened. Give me 1 second. Okay, you can see it.
Yeah,
All right, let's see what's going on. This is on let's see C-SPAN. Let's see what's up.
Chair would ask that all members present in the chamber and those in the gallery please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family.
Let's see, okay. So he said a moment of prayer, and they stood up, right?
yeah. I thought he said a moment of silence, but a moment of prayer, and then she's gonna
Let's see.
ask out loud.
Yeah. Let's see, it's about 2 minutes. Everyone, is watching, so bear with us. All
What
right,
purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise?
all right. Let's see. They're not saying anything yet, right?
No, she's coming. I think.
Let's wait a minute. Wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
I guess we missed it.
The
Yeah, I
House will
didn't hear
be in
that. See,
order.
so it sounds like they're shouting from the back.
Hold on.
We
So
the House will be in order.
yeah, no.
We will join.
Yeah, let's. You got another
If she
video?
should speak, then we should hear her. And I can see if I can find the one I watched. I watched it on my phone though, on
Let me
Facebook.
see if I might. Let me see.
Let's see.
Might be able to find one as well. But yeah, man, that's like it's just when you get into all of these things, it's just yeah, I see already. Charlie Kirk's revolution just started. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was Lauren Boebert, right?
Yep. Yep.
Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, let me share it real quick. I'm sorry, everyone. Let me share this video real quick, and this should have the audio that we're looking for.
The chamber and those in the gallery, please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family.
Sorry, I know we're going. Let's see. We should be able to hear this audio way better as well.
What purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise?
Why can't we hear her?
That's the same thing. Okay. All right. So
I heard it earlier. I mean, it was
yeah, probably like a different
it was
angle,
loud and
everything.
clear. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the whole premise is that they wanted to have a out loud prayer, and you know goes back to separating church and state, right? And
Yep.
a lot of different things, and yeah, man, I don't. And it's just, man, it's just so weird. It's like it's weird to me because, gosh, I feel like with every statement I make, right, because I'm so against how people are acting, it'll make me, it'll, it'll make it seem like I'm for Charlie Kirk and what he stood for. Now, look, he made some points, and he was able to deliver what he was talking about, clearly. That doesn't mean I agree, right? Or it doesn't mean that he was correct. But again, we're talking about someone being unalive and in such a gruesome way. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. We talk. It's not a movie, guys. It's not a TV show. Like that really happened. That was really him taking his last breath. That's what we're talking about. And for me, I will forever refuse to let that human part of me go. That doesn't mean I'm better than any of you guys. I just, as a person, I need to stay tapped into that, man. Once you lose that, I feel like I know you lose a piece of yourself. Like you just lose. I don't like, bro. You just do. Like especially like for us, for our people, if we could say free him and free them, and if we could cry over someone that we know for sure was out there hurting people physically and taking other people out of here, why can't we have the human decency to just not say anything then after this man was unalived and taken away from his family and to our public knowledge has not physically hurt anyone to where he should have received what he got today?
Hmm. I agree. I mean, I almost want to talk to some of those people.
On Facebook?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was on your thread and just get like, what was your thought process? Like, let me hear like how you you got to be who you are. I mean, like, what did life do to you? Because nobody was born that way with all this hate. And I think that, life, it changes people and you go
Hmm.
through things. I mean, and then you get a perspective that's not always right. I mean, and I think that's the same for me, you, for Kirk, for Ben Shapiro, and Candace Owens. So those are like the three, you
Yeah.
know,
Conservative
most,
figureheads. Yeah.
yeah, that's,
Hmm.
really popular. All right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Kirk and Candace, they used to work together a lot,
Hmm.
but they had a split. I mean, I don't know if they fell out or what. I'm waiting to see what she's gonna say and what everybody
Yeah.
else is gonna say.
But I think it sucks, but I think she has to go about it this way. I think
Yeah, yeah,
it's
right.
she is showing a ton of not only just intellect and just outright intelligence, this is supreme emotional intelligence that we are seeing by not seeing or hearing Candace Owens in this moment.
Hmm.
And I have to commend her because even if they did have a falling out, Candace speaks on these issues no matter what. But I am sure that she is probably hurt, right? Because even if you work with someone and you have a falling out, doesn't mean you wish ill of them, right?
Yeah, yep, absolutely right.
Um, and hey, we know that those three that we name, unfortunately, what happened with Charlie Kirk, but we know Ben Shapiro and Candace, we know they receive threats as well too. So
Hmm.
now I have to ultimately take everything super serious and live my life completely different. And you know what? Now everyone loses that amount of access to me. Why should I give you guys my thoughts and feelings right now? You don't deserve it. Why should I? Why should I be vulnerable? Why should I make a point that we've been making and use someone who is or was my friend as that example that I can no longer talk to? Why?
It's sad, man. It's a sad world, and I'm sad for my child because now she's got to live, and and be brought up in this world. Actually,
And keep her
they got,
opinions to herself.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
we that's what
yeah.
we saying. That's what we saying. That's what we saying. Imagine you post something on Facebook that somebody disagree with and they find you out in public and they say, I don't like that post. You really feel like that? Yeah, I feel like that. And they unalive you. What are we talking about, bro? Like what are we talking about? You want me to you had something you wanted to show on your phone? You want to show something up or
No, I didn't find it. I
oh,
didn't.
because I thought you said nah. Because you had earlier before we started, you had showed something up to the screen, and you say
Oh,
I could. Don't worry, I could blur
so that's for
anything.
you after it. I'm afterwards, but sure, if you want to see it, I
Uh,
mean,
oh, it's for after. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. And
it
then
didn't have to do
after.
with any of this.
Oh, you said
So,
I didn't have to deal with any of this.
no, no. So what I was gonna show.
What is that for you?
Why don't you count them?
What is that? That's three
No, no, it's two.
right
It's two
now.
right now.
Oh my! Hey,
Right
y'all,
now.
I got to throw some
Right
clap
now.
in it.
Well, I said one, but then I was like, oh wait, no,
Some I got
they.
I got to throw some clapping in here for that man. Congratulations to you and the doctor. That is amazing. Wishing, and praying for
You know,
healthy carry and delivery for mommy and the babies. Wow,
yeah.
sir, that's amazing. There you go. There you go.
That's the good news that I'm gonna put out because I
That
mean, so
is. You need some positive energy.
this whole thing, I mean, it's
That is great news. Let me make sure. I
sad.
gotta make sure I enter the applause for real, man. That's amazing. Congratulations. Please tell the doctor I said congratulations. And
Gotcha.
yeah, that definitely made me feel a lot better. Just to see that. I'm happy for y'all, man.
I'm
That's
scared.
crazy. Yeah, of course. I
I'm
mean,
scared
it's
for that
not
part.
your first rodeo, but you get to tangle with two at the same time.
Yeah, I'm really
Wait,
scared.
that runs in her
Huh?
family?
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Oh
I got
wow.
twins of mine too.
Oh man. Oh yeah, you do. I'm bugging.
Yeah,
Yes, you
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Hey y'all see the good news? See, if you stayed to this point right here, you got some good news out of this. All right, make sure y'all put in the comment. Congratulations, Big S. Right. If you don't want to talk about anything else that we're talking about, just put congratulations, Big S. You want me to read some of these comments on the post, and you want to have some thoughts?
yeah, yeah. I read the tariffs.
So this one was a little more. Some of them were just outright like no thought. And this one, maybe this one was slightly tactful. I still didn't like it, but maybe this was tactful. So someone comments, he grew a platform that bred hate through his rhetoric. Words can be violent for certain communities. Is that still? It's not justifying, but it's giving a cause. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's so many people out there that believe what he believes, and I'm gonna say, small town America. But then when you start getting in the larger cities, then there's a change in beliefs because it's how you are growing up. You're in
Hmm.
a community, you're raised with everyone, you're meeting people, you're learning them. Although in these big cities, everyone is still a little bit segregated. There's a black area, there's a white area, there's a Spanish area, there's like an Asian area. So I mean, it's rough everywhere. It's rough everywhere,
Facts.
and um, I don't know. I mean, all I can say is if you agreed with him or didn't agree with him or anybody on any platform, you have no right to take their life, whether they're ultra right or ultra left. You have no right, whether
Right.
they are cis or transgender. You have no
Yeah.
right.
Doesn't matter. It's not. Yeah.
No right.
I
Only
don't
lives
think.
that I think that you can take are pedophiles and murderers, and that's it. If you don't agree with that, I mean, but
Yeah,
that's it.
that's your thing. But you gotta. Hey, I guess for many cases you gotta draw the line somewhere. Listen, hopefully the law gets a handle of those type of people and takes care of it, so we don't have to out here. Another one, man. I don't know if we need to have much thought on this, but thoughts and tariffs. That's the comment.
I saw
Uh,
that one,
I
and
don't know what to say.
I smiled a little bit because I was like, "Why? Why would you post that? Why would you post that?" But I mean, I saw who it was, and I was like, "Okay, it's
Yeah, yeah.
she's funny, so she makes jokes." But I
And
didn't. This
there's some good comments on here too,
not.
right? There's some people that have sense, right? Here's one. I'm gonna read. Let me see. All right, I think I'm probably gonna read. Let me get through these real quick. We live in a world where you can't have an opinion. I don't agree with some of his arguments, but highly respected him and his logic on many matters. This is terrible. Prayers for his family. Jeesh. Another one says, "This is not me. Y'all. I'm reading these comments, so if you hear something right that you don't like, it's not me." They did it to MLK and Malcolm X for standing up for their community and demanding equal rights. He's no different. He was a pig. They do they did it to us with no remorse. Why should we be remorseful? These are real people. These are not bots. I want to let y'all know. All right, two more. I'm gonna read one that's not so pleasant. Then I'm gonna end with the pleasant one, if that's okay with you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, please.
Yeah. Didn't he praise the gun laws amongst other foolish and detrimental things? I'm a firm believer in what you put out in the universe will come to you in some way. Words are very powerful. I will never celebrate the death of someone, but I don't feel about it either. Shrug. Um, Praising the gun laws. I mean, the only gun law. Look, gun laws need to get better. But there's a lot of uneducated people that want gun laws to ban guns. We don't need that. I'm telling y'all right now. I am for the Second Amendment. We don't need guns to be banned. We don't want that. How you feel? Are you a gun enthusiast or right to bear arms enthusiast? Yes? No?
I mean, I'm not an enthusiast, but I have guns, and I think that, I mean, I'm for the Second Amendment, but I'm not
Yeah.
for it without restrictions. So I think
A
if you
thousand
have
percent. That I agree with. Right.
mental health problems
Yep.
and you have been, you know, in an institution, I don't think that you should be able to have a gun. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that, if you are thinking about harming yourself and harming others, you should be able to just walk in and buy a gun. I mean, if
Right.
you, so I mean, how does that make sense to anyone? I mean, you're just asking for trouble.
I agree. I agree. See, I agree 1,000%. Yeah, and it's like that's the thing with people. It's like they act like two things can't be true at once. Like I
Hmm.
could believe we should have the right to bear arms, which I do. I believe I have the right to own a gun, going through it the right way, and I also believe, as you said, that there needs to be other things put in place. But I believe a lot of people come from the notion to where we need to ban guns. Like, do you guys know what would happen if we ban guns? How does that even sound? Ban guns.
It'll be
So
like
you want to,
everything else that
yeah, like if you
illegal.
do, yeah, if you
All the
do that,
criminals will have it still.
yeah. What is it? Yeah, yeah. I want so y'all want to live in the age of prohibition.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all want to
yeah,
live in the
yeah,
age like y'all gotta like see sometimes because I be chilling like we could have like you're not gonna have these discussions, but I think people sometimes don't realize the history of things and why things are in place. And hey, as we go as a society, we need to get better about them, and hopefully we will. But that's why, for those of y'all that saying, "Oh, voting don't matter," hey, vote on your local level, guys. You can really impact something right away voting on your lower level. And gun laws are state to state, aren't they?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
start there.
State
Start
to
there. How
state,
about that? How about that? There's no federal.
county to
There's
county,
yeah, county like
city to city sometimes.
right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
start there. You're complaining about gun laws and looking at the federal government and not even going to your local councilman or councilwoman that you could go to. It doesn't make sense. And then the last one I'm gonna read. I couldn't agree more. I was literally crying. Those little kids have to grow up without a dad. And yeah, man. As fathers, you and I as fathers, we do everything in our power to make sure every day we return home to our family. And I can't imagine being out there doing something I strongly believe in, using my words, and someone causing physical harm to me to where I never could come back home.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. You got any final thoughts, brother?
I mean, so I just want to say, I want everybody out there just to be safe. Um, just know that anything could happen.
Hmm.
Watch your six. I mean, that's just it. It's. I mean, just thinking about what can happen from all this is just
They're not
so
thinking. They're not thinking.
unsettling.
Yeah,
And I know that's it's because I mean I think that it will affect you and I a lot also.
yeah.
So so I'm
I
like, okay,
that's what.
even though we had nothing to do with
And
this, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know
Mhm.
I asked you for final thoughts, but that's what I'm saying. Y'all not thinking. They don't care when people want to get some sort of get back. They don't care who it is, as long as they think you're opposite of what they believe in or what they stand for.
Mhm.
Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Don't understand it. And y'all out here, y'all thinking it's all good. That person you go to work with every day, who where you get your Starbucks from, the person you might see at the gym, y'all don't know who was a true follower of everything this man believed in and feels like they need to avenge him or do something to make right because that was so wrong. And even though we may have not physically had anything to do with it, they watching how you talk. They watching how you move. They watching how you live. And if it's opposite of that, they're gonna use whatever they need to use because they disagree with you before you use whatever or somebody else use whatever against them that may disagree with them. Yeah, man. Very unsettling. Very it's sad. I know it's just sad news. I will say it's sad news, right? I don't have to be sad to say it's sad news. It is sad news. There will be some things that roll downhill that no one can stop. And yeah, just listen. Yeah, be safe out there. Be careful, y'all. It's a little different from normally the videos that we do on my page. But hopefully you got something out of this, man. Just love on your family. And yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Later.